So my name is Shenda Loughnane. I'm Group MD at Dentsu Aegis Network. I've been with the network for about 8 years now in a variety of different roles. And at the moment as Group MD, I'm responsible for our 4 main capabilities. And they are media. We've 2 brands under media, Cara and Visium. Performance is our second capability, and we've 1 brand under that called iProspect. It's a digital performance agency. Our third capability area is experience, and we have a digital creative brand called Isobar that delivers that. And then our fourth area of capability is consulting, and we just launched Dentsu Consult earlier this year, so I'm responsible for all of those capabilities. Dentsu Aegis Network is a global communications network, and what we do is we help brands to grow. So that can be everything from helping them to understand how they can deliver better customer experience, to helping them optimize digital performance, or maybe helping them with media planning. So we provide a whole range of services in the market. We're probably about 3rd largest network of our type in the Irish market. So certainly it was a lot smaller, and we had to spend a lot of time convincing clients to spend in digital. I think there's a couple of other big changes since then as well. Firstly, I guess, would be shift to mobile. So back in 2010, we talked a lot about desktop and ads on desktop, whereas now pretty much everything we talk about is mobile. And then I'd say the other big change is the move to programmatic. So back in 2010, we still wrote insertion orders, and I think we might have even faxed them to suppliers. Whereas now we trade programmatically, and I'd say by the end of next year, all digital will be traded programmatically. And we're of course moving fast towards a world where all media is becoming traded programmatically. So we're seeing radio increasingly traded programmatically, outdoor increasingly traded programmatically, and so on. Those are probably some of the big changes, but it feels like, quite a quantum leap in just 9 years. So we have a framework that we use for commerce, and it has 4 elements to it. And it's really just to try and help guide clients through what they need to do when they start thinking about developing a commerce strategy. And the 4 elements are availability. So is your product where customers are looking? So that can be obvious places if you're FMCG, like on let's say a shopping site like Tesco or something like this. Or it could be maybe in more unusual places like Deliveroo. Maybe people are looking for your product there, if you're a drink, for example. So availability is about being where people are looking. Findability is about making sure that you are visible when people are actually in those spaces and looking for your brand. So that's about optimization of your assets. Then buyability is about making sure you look better than the competition. Are your images nice and big? Is your copy compelling to help encourage purchase? And then repeatability is all about that customer experience. So thinking about how you're delivering a customer experience, and thinking in particular about things like reviews and how they're likely to impact overall transaction likelihood. So that framework just helps businesses to understand what are the core things you need to think about as you develop a commerce strategy. I think probably where Irish brands can do more work is around customer experience. So we would say we're firmly in what we call the expectation economy, where consumers' expectations of brands have never been higher. And consumers, of course, are exposed to brands at a global level, and they have the same expectation of Irish brands that they do of global experiences. So it's really important to focus on customer experiences and make sure that they are as frictionless as possible. So I would say that's probably a big area that Irish businesses need to focus on, is making sure, first of all, the customer experience is absolutely superb before you think of any of the other elements, like how you might promote your commerce wares or how you might try and drive traffic. Really focusing on making sure that you have a frictionless customer experience. The key trend that we're focusing on our business at the moment is machine learning and artificial intelligence. And we're doing a lot of work in this area, specifically around what we call dynamic creative. So building modules that allow us to dynamically deliver the right message to the right person at the right moment in the right context, and using signals to understand when best to do that, and then automating all of that work. That's a really big trend. It has 2 impacts. It really improves the efficiency of how we run our business, because Actually, surprisingly, a lot of digital can be quite manual, so it improves efficiency, but it's also helping us to really improve our clients' performance as well. So that's a big focus for us.